Hello, welcome. It's a pleasure to be with all of you here again today. Again, all this we're doing, all these videos is about information so we can have or live a good life or a better life or to fix some of the mistakes we made in the past to have a better future. This is the purpose of this video for you to become a better you. And I thank God for this opportunity for me to be here with you to help you be set on the right track, to set you on the right track for you to fix and for you to have a future. The topic I want to discuss today is how to pick a father for your child. That's a very important topic. Why? Because think about it. When you pick a father for your child, you're giving your child the greatest gift there is a good father. Now, think about this for a minute. You're willing to get your nails done, your hair done, pedicure, manicure. You get up in the morning, you put on your makeup, you do everything to look your best. That's what you do for yourself, right? You want the best car, the best house, the best job. You want to make as much money as you can possible, if possible, but you push for those things. You're determined to have the best of these things. Then why are you not determined to have the best father for your child, which is the greatest gift there is? There is nothing better than giving your child a father he can be proud of. This is what we're going to discuss. You're giving your child a legacy. When he walks, he can walk with his head up high, knowing I have a great father. Let's say you give your child the best father, but yet your marriage did not work out. But you know, and your child know, and people know this is an awesome father that your child has. What a great thing for a mother to experience and to know. And more importantly, what a great thing for that child to know and experience to have a father like that. Imagine. Now let me ask you a question. Are you proud of your father? Are you proud of him? Is he the best father there is? That's only a question only you can answer. So let's dig a little bit deeper into it, what it means to have this father that we're looking for. How do I pick this man to be the father of my child? How do I do that? One, there's a couple of different type of men I want to explore with you for you to have an idea. And I'm sure some of you came across these type of men, or you know some of these type of men. It could be in the family. It could be someone you have dated in the past or still dating and don't know how to get out of that situation and how or why it will never work out for you. So let's look at the first type of man I call the monster. What is that, the monster? The monster is the type of man that goes out drinking, and when he comes home, he beats the heck out of you, knock out your teeth, always abusing you, verbally and physically abusing you every time he gets drunk. You're just a punching bag to him. And now you're afraid, you fear. And sometimes you're so afraid for your life, you want to run, just like if a monster who's chasing you, you want to run for your life. Because these people can become so dangerous, and that many people have died with people who are in those type of relationships. And that is the monster. That's what he is. The next one is the dog. The dog. What does that mean, the dog? This is the type of man that's running from women to women. Even though you're in a relationship with him, he doesn't see you. What he sees is the next woman that he can get. That's what he does. Go from woman to woman from woman. Now, the question you need to ask yourself, why are you dating these type of men? Why are you seeking these type of men? You need to examine yourself, because you can't sit there and say you're better than him. He's running the street and you're better than him and you with him. There's no way you could be better than him. If you were better than him, you wouldn't be with him. Make sense? You wouldn't be with him, because why you're not with this guy or that guy? Why him? Because he's the one that you're attracted to. He's the one that you are alike. So again, these are things that you need to recognize within yourself that needs to be changed in order for you to provide, if you're looking to having children, to give your child the best father. Again, That's the greatest gift a mother can give a child. There is nothing higher. Don't fool yourself. Don't be delusional thinking that there's something second best. There is no such thing second best. Give me the legacy of having a great father. That's what you give me if you love me. And that's the bottom line. If you really love your child, this is what you would do for him. You would search the world and say, you know what? I love my child so much. I'm going to find the best man to be the father of my child. No exception. I'm not going to compromise. That's what a mother going to do if you say you love your child. That's what you're going to look for, to give your child the best. Because you say you want to give your child the best, well, this is where it begins and that's where it ends. There's nothing better than that. Bottom line. The next one is the bad boy. Girls say, oh, the average guy is boring. The bad boy is exciting. Okay, I can get that. But what's the problem with the bad boy? The bad boy is not stable. And listen to the word bad boy. So if he's bad, how can he be good to you? How can he be good to you? Because that's what he does. He does bad. So therefore, you're going to suffer whether you like it or not. Now, can a good guy be bad too? Can he act like that? Yes, he could. But you know why a good guy don't do it? First, that's not who he is. Second, he's smart enough to understand. Being a bad guy, you're not going nowhere in life. You're not going nowhere. You're not going to have no stability. You're not going to have a job. You're not going to have the things you need to have a stable, healthy life. It's not possible being a bad boy. And every one of you know what I'm talking about. It just doesn't work. There's not going to be any stability in that type of life. So the good guy understands that. So that's why he doesn't go down that road, because he knows at the end he will lose. He wants to have a stable life. The next guy I call the 50-50. This is the guy you meet at your high school. You call him the high school sweetheart. Now you get married, you dated, you get married, you're with him for 10, 20 years, you have children. And after 20 years, these kids grow up, and all of a sudden he wants a divorce or she wants a divorce. Well, what happened? What happened? How come you want a divorce now? After the kids are gone, this is when we should be enjoying our life together, is when you want to divorce and destroy everything? Yes. Why? Because when you did that, you were young. You were young. A lot of time, it's infatuation, or I have a need and you're providing me that need right now in my life. And now we got together and then children came about. So now I'm stuck with you, with these kids. So I'm going to try to live this life with you, with these kids. And the moment these kids are grown, they're gone, I'm gone too. Because why? I was trapped with you for 20, 30 years. And this is what happened, because it wasn't really love. Okay? It was not real love. The next one we have is the pretender. He's pretending. What is the pretender? Someone who pretends to be a godly man. Okay? So you see on the outside, he looks godly, but in the inside, he's in wolf in sheep clothing. That's what he is. He's a wolf in sheep clothing. So he's pretending to be this nice guy, a religious guy. He wants to do the right thing. He's telling you all the right things. And he's throwing God in left and right. But he's nothing that. Why? Because he knows if I throw God in there, you're going to trust me. You're going to want to be with me. Because if he wants something from you, he knows that's working. And especially if you are a religious young lady or woman, whatever the case may be, or whatever your status is, he's going to use that. And it does work. Because if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. So these are the type of man that's out there that you probably ran across yourself, or you know somebody that's in that situation. Now, this is what a woman do, is this. I want you to think right now, the guy you are dating right now, would you want him to be your father? Think about it for a minute. Would you want him to be your father? If the answer is no, then why would you want to make him the father of your child? Makes sense, right? You don't want him for yourself, but yet you'll make him the father for your child. Does that make sense? Imagine you're walking into the nightclub. You walk into a nightclub and you tell the DJ, show me the worst guy in here. The worst guy. And he point over there and say, that's the guy I want to be the father of my child. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Now, later in life, when this child is grown, and there's going to be a lot of problems because he wasn't a good father anyway, he wasn't a good man, and you struggle raising this child, and he was asking you, why did you pick him for my father? Why didn't you, would you want him to be your father? How do you answer your child? How do you answer him? You need to think about that because this is the greatest investment. This is the greatest gift, the only gift you can truly give your child. Besides, of course, God is first. But the only gift you can give your child is an awesome father. Imagine you give your child a father that everybody knows pretty much. They respect. Your family love him. Your family think he's awesome. He's a Superman. Everybody loves this guy. And this is who is the father of your child. Can you imagine how this child going to feel? I remember asking a bunch of students that was in the classroom, and I said, it was about 30 students. I said, how many of you here is proud of your father? Only one student raised their hand. One. Out of 30 students, only one. Tell me, that's sad. And if you don't believe me, are you proud of your father? Are you? Can you honestly say you're proud of your father? Only you can answer the answer. Only you can answer the answer to that question. So, now, as I said, the only one thing you could ever give your child is a good father. It takes two people to have sex, but it only takes one person to have that child, and that's you. You make that decision whether or not you're going to have that child. And you have made that decision. This is the legacy you're going to give your child. Whoever this man is going to be your child legacy. Again, would you want him to be your father? Always ask yourself that question. Would I want him to be my father? No. Now, God has put in place, look how beautiful he is, to protect you. He put people in place to protect you. The first person he put in place is your father. If you're interested in dating someone, the first thing you want to do is take this person to your father. Because your father is older and experienced. It's going to be very hard for him to fool your father. And the way you guarantee that is let him spend a lot of time with your father. A lot of time with other men in your family so all the men in your family can analyze him. It's not you. Don't take him to your woman because a man knows another man. No father wants a man that's not good for their daughter. No father. I'm talking about a good father. No father wants that. If you don't have that, then a brother. No brother wants a no good man to be with their sister. They're going to tell you right away. Even if you and your brother don't get along, they still not going to want this guy to be with you because they know he's no good because you are his sister. They love you. That's the second person. Next one, if you don't have that, uncle. You take this guy to your uncle. Let your uncle meet this man you are interested in, and they will tell you if he's a good man or not. So you have choices. You have people who love you, who wants the best for you, that will tell you this man is not good for you. But you have to be smart enough to utilize these people. Again, God gave you the tools. The question is, are you going to use those tools? Now remember, you're not the only one going to be affected. It's also going to be your child because this is what you're giving your child. And everybody in the family is going to talk about how could you pick this man to be the father of your child. You know it. We all know it. When someone in the family have a man that's not good, the entire family talks about it. You know that. Why would you want to be the talk of that? Why would you want to be the center of talk how disgusting person you have as a husband and also as the father of your child? There is precaution God has put into the creation to protect you as a woman. Not only that, because you're going to have offspring, you make the choice to bring this child into the world, then you need to find the best possible father for your child. So that way your child can be proud of you and proud of their father. What child that does not want to be proud of their father? Every child wants to be proud of their father. You know, I've listened to people and they tell me how much it hurts not having a father around, how painful it is. Can you imagine being raised without a father? You don't know what that means. You have lost more than 90% of who you are being raised without a father, because you don't know what it means to be with a man, especially if you're a young man. You don't have that father to guide you, to show you, spend time with you, show you love, care for you, discipline you, to make you a good man. You need that. Every child needs a good father. And it is your responsibility as a woman who wants to be a mother to find the best man to be the father of your child. Because every time you go out on a date, you need to ask yourself, would I want this man to be my father? And if the answer is no, then you know he's not the one to be the father of your child. Again, ladies, this is really for you, because at the end, you're the one and your child going to pay the price, because he has nothing to be proud of. And you cannot cover it up by saying, I sent him to the best school, I showed him love. That's all a cover up. It's a cover up. What he really wanted was a good father. And you can't be the father. Every child, you want a father too. You cannot say you didn't want a good father. You see? So if you cannot say you did not want a good father, don't you think he's going to feel the same way, or she's going to feel the same way? So protect the interests of your child. Make sure when you go on a date that you analyze this man. You take him to your father, to your brother, to your uncle, let them spend quite a bit of time with them, so they can tell you, give you feedback, whether this person is worth you keep dating and moving forward with. Okay? Because at the end, you're going to pay. Just because you take him to a child support, it doesn't make him a father. He didn't want to be a father. Matter of fact, most men, if they were the one getting pregnant, they would not have your children. They wouldn't have your children. They wouldn't have them. They wouldn't want to be stuck with you. Okay? They would not want to be stuck with you. So you need to think about that. I know this is a shock. You never thought of it this way, but it's reality. Because every one of you could say, I don't have a good father. But I don't want to say everyone, because that would be wrong. But a lot of people I've met, they're not happy because they didn't have a good father. Their life upside down because they didn't get a chance to experience having a good father. So again, think about it, because this is who or what you're going to be doing to your child. It's giving them a legacy. You can give them a legacy where they can be proud and strong, or a legacy where they will feel destroyed by your decision. Now, you don't have to make those bad decisions anymore, because you know what to look for, what you need to do, okay? So that way, you and your child are protected. I thank God that I can share this message with you. If you have not done or made that mistake, you still have hope, okay? So again, this is what God has given us, especially the women, to protect them and to protect your children. Thank you for watching. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.